Hello, this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we are starting a topic on factors, multiples and indices. And first of all today we're going to look at multiples. Now, multiples is the name that we give to numbers that are obtained by skip counting, or also you could call them timetables. So the multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and you could keep going. So being times tables, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, and so on. So that's what multiples are. So let's do a few examples on multiples today. Number 1, find the first 4 multiples of 7. So the first multiple is always going to be the number itself, which is 7. So 7 times 1 is 7. That's my first multiple of 7. Then I can either add 7 onto that, or I could do 7 times 2. I'm going to do the adding method today. So if we add 7 onto here, we will get 14 for my next multiple. Add 7 on again, we will get 21. Add 7 on again, we will get 28. And we could continue that pattern, but we only want the first 4, so there they are, 7, 14, 21, and 28. Now let's do the first 4 multiples of 12. So the first one will be 12. Then we add on 12 to that, and we will get 24. Add on 12 again, and we get 36. Add on 12 again, and we get 48. Okay, there's my first 4 multiples. Now, these ones could have been easily seen as times tables, but 23 times tables is not something that too many people know. So let's try this one. 23 is going to be my first multiple. If I add 23 onto that, I'm going to get 46. If I add 23 onto that, I'm going to get 69. If I add 23 onto that, 60, I get 70, 80. I'm going to be up to 92. All right, there it is. For question 2, find the 9th multiple of 8. Well, we could sit here and write down all the 8 times tables up to the 9th one. Or the short way to do that is just to find out what 8 times 9 is equal to. And that, of course, is equal to 72. Okay, so the 9th multiple of 8 is 72. Is 85 a multiple of 15? Well, we would need to know what our 15 times tables are for that. So 15, 30, if I list my multiples, 45 would be next, 60, 75, 90. Okay, there are all my 15 times tables, and you can see that 85 would be between these two. So no, it is not a multiple. Okay, it's not one of these numbers, it's in between. Question 4, find the lowest common multiple of 6 and 15. So a common multiple is if we have 2 numbers, we want the lowest number that is a multiple of each of them. So let's write down a few multiples of 6. Okay, so the multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay, we don't really know how high we need to go. We'll stop there for now. Now let's try 15. And we'll do some multiples of 15. So 15 will be the first one. Then 30, and I can actually stop already because I have a number that is shown up in both of them. 30 has shown up in both of these lists, so that is going to be the lowest common multiple. So I can say, therefore, LCM is often an expression used for lowest common multiple, is equal to 30. Question 5, find the first 3 common multiples of 5 and 7. So we'll start the same way. We'll write all the multiples, or quite a few of the multiples of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Do you think that's enough? Well, let's do some 7. Oops, 7. And that will be 7, 14, 21, 28. What's that? What am I up to? That's 7 times 4. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6. 7 times 7. Okay. Have we found any common ones yet? Well, 35 is here and here. 28's not in either. Neither's 21, neither's 14, neither's 7. So I've only found one so far. All right, we're going to have to keep going. Let's go some more for the 5 times tables. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Let's hope that's enough. So this was 7 times 7. So 7 times 8, 56. 7 times 9, 7 times 10, 7 times 11, 7 times 12. All right, have we found a few more in here yet? So we've got 42, 49, 70. All right, we're still going to have to go higher. So if I add 7 onto this, I'm going to get 91. Adding 7 on, I get 98. Add 7 on, I'm going to get 105. And that's a good sign because that's a multiple of 5. It's going to be my next one here. So 105. So we had to go quite high for that. So therefore, my 3 lowest common multiples, 35, 70, and 105. Question 6. Find the lowest common multiple of 5, 15, and 20. So we can do this with 3 numbers as well. So our 5 times tables or multiples, we've done those pretty well in the last question. So here they are again. 35, 40, 45, 50. That should be enough, we hope. Let's go to the 15. 15 is going to be 15, then 30, 45, then 60, then 75, 90, and 20 times tables, going up by 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80. Well, look, the 15 times table, we've got 15 in here, but it's not in this one, is it? So it's going to have to also be a multiple of 10 that's going to work. So that leaves, we've got 20 here and here, but it doesn't show up here. 30 is in here and here, but not in this one. 40, oh, not in this one. So 50, no. So we're actually going to have to go higher. And if we get to 60, we can see 60 there, there, and there. Okay, so therefore 60 is my lowest common multiple of 5, 15, and 20. Okay, so sometimes you have to fit a little bit, add a few more multiples in your list in order to be able to see the answer. Okay, so on this next page, I want you to have a practice and see how you go with these questions. Pause the video, try each question, and then restart to see the answers. So question 1, find the first 4 multiples of 6. So 6 is the first one, 12, 18, and 24. Okay, 14, the first 4 multiples, the first one will be 14. Adding 14 onto that, we'll get 28. Adding 14 onto that, we would get 38, and then we have to go to 42. Adding another 14 onto that, we would get to 56. Question 2, find the 8th multiple of 6. So that's the same as saying 6 times 8, which is equal to 48. Question 3, is 84 a multiple of 14? Well, we actually already have some of our 14 timetables up here from before. So if we start off from here, we could keep going from 56. We add on another 14. That would make that, if I add a 4 onto there, I'd get to 60, so that makes 70. And then I would get 84. Look at that. Okay, so yes, 14 is a multiple of 84. Or 84, sorry, is a multiple of 14. Question 4, find the first 3 common multiples of 16 and 24. All right, these looks like some big numbers I might be getting into here. So 16, my multiples are going to be 16, 32, adding on another 16, I'm going to get 48, adding on another 16, I add the 10 first to get 58, and then I will get 58 and then 64. Adding on another 16, I'm going to get, add on the 6, I could make that 70, I'm going to get 80. Then I'm going to get another 16 on top of that, 96. Another 16 on top of that is going to be 106 if I add the 10, and then it's going to be 112. Another 6 on top of that is going to be 28. Another 16 on top of that. Do you think we've done enough yet? Okay, 128. So then we're going to have to go 138, 144. Let's do another one, see if we have enough yet. 160. All right, let's go to 24. So 24 is the first one. Double that, we get 48. Onto that, add the if you go put 2 onto here, so we get to the 60, but then we have to add on 4 onto that, so it's going to be 72. Same again, add 2 10s onto here, 70, 80, 90, and then it's going to become 96. 2 onto here is going to be 11, and the 4 onto there is actually going to make that 12. Okay, and another one will be 144. Well, I remember that number from before, so we've got at least one, 144. Do we have any other numbers that have shown up in here? 48. 96, look at that. Okay, we've actually found our 3 common multiples right there. So therefore my answer, my 3 lowest common multiples are 48, 96, and, oops, I shouldn't have that comma there, and 144. Okay, so let's go to question 5. Find the lowest common multiple of 2, 4, and 11. Well, 2 and 4, you're actually going to expect that those numbers are going to have a lot of the same multiples, aren't they? So 2 is going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4 is going to have 4, 8. It's going to have every second one of these, isn't it? So all of the multiples of 4 are actually going to be multiples of 2 as well. So we don't really need to worry about the 2's so much. We really just have to focus on the 4's and the 11. So let's look at 11. So 11, 22, 11 times 3, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. All right, do we have enough? let's go with our 4 times tables. 4, 8, so up to 4 times 3 is 12. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. 4 6s, 24. 4 7s, 4 8s. Do we have any in common yet? Doesn't look like it, does it? So there are only 22s in there. No. 32. All right, so keep going. 36, 40, 44. All right, 44 and 44. And we know that that's also going to be a multiple in here. Okay, so the lowest common multiple is going to be 44. And question 6. Anna's favourite song goes for 3 minutes and Belinda's favourite song goes for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If both girls play their favourite song over and over again, how long until both songs finish at the same time? All right, well, Anna is going to have her song finishing at 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes. We keep adding on our 3, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, adding on 3, adding on 3. What do we think? We've done enough yet? Let's see. We might as well go to 30. Okay, and then we'll try Belinda. Her song is going to finish, I'll do this as a decimal, every 2.5 minutes. Okay, so 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds is 2.5 minutes. So that'll be 2.5, adding on 2.5, that would give me 5. Adding on another lot of 2.5 will be 7.5. And then adding on again, so we'd add on 7, 8, 9, round that would be 10. And then 12.5. 15. I think I remember that number from before. So 15 is in here and in here. Okay, so it's going to take 15 minutes of the girls playing their song over and over and over again before they'll both finish their song at the same time. That's the end of the lesson today on multiples. Join me again next time for another lesson. Until then, keep practicing. Bye.